Hi, it's Joel Bauer, co-founder of Skirmish Strategies and business leverage expert. And right now I'm going to cover the 3 biggest mistakes people make when trying to implement new softwares into their business. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're an online entrepreneur, there's always some new software piece. Everybody on Facebook is talking about it. You have to use it. It will change your business. And for the most part, there is a lot of software that does change your business. And I just want to cover some of the mistakes we make when we go into it. Because we got a recommendation and a friend sent us a link or we found it ourselves. And then we kind of play with it. We might even pay or sign up for the trial and maybe pay for a month and never use it. And in most cases, actually pay for 6 months because we forgot about it. And so we just let that subscription go. But anyway, I digress. But how do we actually ensure that we get the most out of that software? How do we give it the best chance? Well, the first thing is really dig into the available training. There's almost always a getting started, and most times I've seen that everybody clicks on things and they never watch those videos. But even if you watch those, you start getting an idea, okay, well, is this a fit for me or is it not? As you go through the training, you'll go, okay, I can do this, I can do that. Oh, I've always wanted to do that in my business. Oh, this would be really cool. And if you get a lot of ideas like that, then you're actually more likely to use it, plus know how to. So, if you get in there and you're like, oh, okay, this is confusing, there's buttons everywhere, what do I do? You're not likely to really catch on and spend the time because, you're an entrepreneur, you're busy. Business owners just have less and less time, it seems. And software doesn't seem to fit into our schedule all the time. So we're like, oh, I'll just turn it on, and 15 minutes later, it's like, oh, that's all I have to get out of here. So definitely do something like to get the education base and know how the software works. And right after you do that, do something immediately to really use the software. If it's having, I don't know, if it's an automated poster for like social media, actually send a post. Actually automate something to go out in 5 minutes. Do something. Even just taking an early step and seeing, oh, wait, that was really easy, will get your system thinking about, okay, how do I use this? How in the future, how am I going to make this part of what I'm doing? And that brings me to the next one. If you don't do that, if you don't start taking those early steps and really doing something with it, you end up in that place where we just find ourselves 6 months later having paid for something we never use, and we give up. If we didn't give up earlier. That's a really awful thing. The number of times I've touched this software piece, it was recommended that would be perfect for my business. The person that recommended it is really trustworthy and actually knew what they were talking about, and I kind of put it on the back burner, only to find out years later that it was exactly what I needed and it would save me endless hours over that period of time because I just gave up too early. I didn't have time, I was too busy. Spend some time. If you really are going to upgrade your business and get more out of it, if you're going to leverage yourself with technology so you can do more in a day, you got to put a little time and effort on the front end. Yes, maybe it's 1 out of every 5 that will actually work for you, but when one does, it makes a lot of sense. So it's not something that I would do necessarily every day, but plan maybe once a week, every month, you actually look at, here's softwares that I've been kind of collecting that I want to look into, and do the work, do a little bit of the background and try them out. Set up that time so you know that it actually will fit in and not just something you hope to do. The next piece is, okay, great, you didn't give up, you use the software, and you keep using it, but it doesn't really work for you. You kind of hack at it and get some of the results, but the overall things or the advanced things don't really work for you, and you just kind of trudge along thinking that someday it's gonna, you'll get there because so many people recommended it. It's fine once you get through that hurdle of kind of learning it, using it at least once, and then committing to really involve yourself in it and get used to using it and how you're going to use it. Once you get to that place, you can make a decision for your business. Does this fit or does it not? You don't have to be stuck forever. It's actually better to okay, this didn't work. I did put my time into it. I did learn it. It's not working for me. Let me find out what else is out there. Now I know a little bit more because I know what didn't work here, what I'd like to see, and now I can go look at the competitors for the same software and find out what really does work for me. Okay, so let's say that everything did go perfect. Let's say we ignore that, you didn't, it did work for you, it was great, you didn't give up, you went through all the pieces. The last piece, and this is something I rarely see, is that people fully integrating the software into their business processes, into how their workflow actually works. It's almost like the software is this piece over there. When they're in the software, they're doing the software piece and then forget about it anywhere else. I find that some of the best softwares can stand alone like that, but the really great ones are ones that make something in your process easier. if it's to help design something quicker and get it out to where you need it, or to actually help schedule not only your social media, but to think about your whole content calendar and bring it back in so it's working and really assisting some of the bigger pieces you're doing. You know, this also can be more on a mental level. If you're just thinking about the strategies you're trying to implement in your business, well, does the software help to better connect with clients? Does it help you to really think and plan out what is coming next so you can take care of them, or just take care of yourself, your team, your business? I mean, there's so many softwares of these, so I'm kind of talking broad. I have some specifics in my mind, but that's not what this is about. This is really about understanding how to take that software back and bring it into something that's working on a regular basis to make your life better, not just something that you pay and occasionally you use. So those are the 5. If you take care of those and you really get the available training, you do something with it right away, you make sure that you don't give up too early when you barely gave it a chance, you do make sure it fits for you, and finally you integrate it back in your business, you're gonna find so many more applications that really transform your business, make it even excited to work on things. It's been amazing how many pieces where I thought, oh, this is ridiculous. I got in there and like, oh, this video training, it's annoying. And then they caught me one thing in the video training and then boom, I'm hooked. I'm like, oh, that would change so much in my process. And because I've done that, I actually have amazing softwares that I use on a daily basis that just strip down all the hassle of a lot of these processes and get me to things that really matter fast so that I can do more, you know? And that's what we want to do at Skirmish. We always want to get you that additional leverage so you can grow your business. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm glad you can make it, and I hope you get out there and try the softwares that you've been hearing about that you think might actually be great for your business. Hey everybody, it's Joel Bauer again, and I wanted to thank you so much for watching this video. If you learned something here or got excited about something you know you should be doing in your business, or simply enjoyed watching, please click on the subscribe now button and become a member of our amazing community. Also, if you know someone out there that could really benefit from this video, something they need for themselves or for their business, please share it with them. My mission in doing this was to help as many people as possible. And remember, always learn, grow, and leverage.